being Catholic is not a personality. And I think
yes.
it's not, it's wonderful that we've got Our Lady of Guadalupe behind me, like all about it, but it's not your personality. And so you need to like cultivate social skills and interests and activities that you're doing and friendships. You can't just hide behind your faith as the only thing that you're presenting about yourself. It's so boring, to be honest. Like,
okay, well, there's the honesty right there.
I'll get sassy on you, but it just, people will lead.
So tell me how you really feel.
I know. Well, I thought, that's what you want to get into today. So
well, I do. This can turn into a therapy session. It's
I know. I think people too will lead with like their intro, their bio will be the St. Michael prayer. Like it's like, instead of like, hi, my name's Dave and I, occasionally play flag football on the weekends and watch the game. They'll just go into this serious prayer or list out all their favorite novenas. And it's just, I don't know. I find it very off-putting. It's very strange too. You would never walk up to someone in real life and start saying, St. Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. It's very aggressive. It's also dry. And it's just being too intense. Your faith is a wonderful thing. Do not hear me wrong. It's important. But you don't have to like come on so intensely with it. Would be my.
So maybe there's some guys listening who feel like, well, aren't I supposed to just kind of state up front what I am or all of that? Help maybe our male listeners understand a little bit more as to why you perceive that to be off-putting, because I know you're not alone in that sentiment.
For sure. I think it can come across when it's to that an extreme, and obviously we're talking about exaggerated cases here.
Obviously, yeah.
But when you start out with just a prayer, especially if you're on a Catholic dating website already, we know you're Catholic. Like that's kind of understood. So you can kind of tone it back a little bit, tell us a little bit about yourself. And basically what you want to simulate, I think, on a good dating profile is what it would be like to meet you in person. Like, what are a couple things that might come up in those initial things? If you're saying hello to someone, how would you kind of say hello in real life? Hey, I like your outfit, or like, oh, I like this too, or what are you drinking? Can I get you something? When you just start stating facts and saying your faith, it comes across as not connected to the moment. It's definitely not smooth. So if you want to pick up the ladies, it's not a good line, and it does flabbergast me. Like, it's so simple. And my account is essentially like, I'm wowed at how complicated men and women, because it's not just for men. My account is back and forth.
Yeah.
How complicated these initial stages are made when it really just needs to be, oh, you play tennis as well? I'm big on that. Would you ever want to go and hit? Like, let me know if you're free. I think you look beautiful. Or, and then you go play tennis and you meet up, 2 days later. It's really, but we take this whole zigzag path in the meantime with these examples that are on my account. Which, it's an alternate way to go about it.
Yeah. And not a very effective way, as you're indicating.
No, it's not.
Because that sense of being smooth and knowing how to approach a woman, how to talk to her. That's part of the skill here, is knowing how to be able to saddle up, next to her, get to know her, learn her, talk to her, share with her, get to know her. And that's a skill that even husbands struggle with. And so I recognize that, whether it's initiating marital intimacy, at times it can be not so subtle in that regard. We're initiating conversations. Sometimes, guys, we can learn a little bit to be a little less direct, which is opposite than when we talk to our guys. Because when men are talking to men, it's punch in the arm, straight forward, like, let's go. This is what we're after. And it's learning, guys, that we need to be a little bit different in our tactics when we're talking to girls.